Yo, what's up, boys? Welcome back to the channel. Boys, in today's video, we're going to be discussing my 4-4-2 custom tactics. And boys, before I even get into the whole tactics, look, this formation is incredible. I knew the 4-4-2 was always meta, but I hadn't tried it in this patch. And boys, it's just incredible formation. If you guys have not tried the 4-4-2, I highly recommend trying this. I'm not saying you guys have to copy my tactics and use them, but in general, you guys should try the 4-4-2. I feel like if you're a casual player, this formation, anybody can play. It just depends how you set it up, right? So if you guys are interested to see how I set it up, obviously keep watching the video. But like I said, this formation is just an absolute joke. If you guys know me, I'm very, very high on my 4-3-2-1. I love that formation. It's probably the best formation in the game, in my opinion, until I try the 4-4-2, right? The 4-4-2 is just incredible. I think I am going to be maining this formation from now on. The 4-4-2 is going to be my main formation. The amount of attacking options, boys, I get when I go on the attack is just incredible. And then defending is just incredible as well. You attack basically with 6 and you defend with 8. I'll show you guys how I set it up. Before we move on and I show you guys my custom tactics for the 4-4-2, let me show you guys what we have been cooking up in divisions. So in divisions, if you guys don't know, I'm in the Premier Division. I'm ranked number 71 currently. You know, I have 60 wins, 13 draws, and 24 losses. A lot of those losses, boys, came from that meta where it was just crossing and heading, but it is what it is. I don't want to talk about it. As you guys can see, boys, all of my recent matches I have been playing against Ruby players. I don't know why. The only explanation I can think of is, well, let me begin by saying these 3 matches I have played them in the usual time that I play, and that's at nighttime. But all of these right here, I think to right here, they were in the daytime. So it was kind of refreshing to play different players, because usually when I play at night, I'm playing the same players over and over, and it's very, very annoying. But I played in the daytime, a different time of the day, and I played a whole bunch of new players that I've never played before. Unfortunately, they were Ruby. I wish I played different Prem players, but they were all Ruby, so it is what it is. But usually when I play at night, I'm playing these players right here, boys. All these players that are in the Prem Division, that's why I usually play. You win some, you lose some, it is what it is. But yeah, this is where I'm at right now in ranked. Number 71, we're going to try to keep climbing as much as we can. You know, I'm a busy man, so I don't have that much time to play, but when I do, I'm going to be trying winning all my games to rank up, boys. So let's go back and let me show you guys my 4-4-2 custom tactics. Okay, boys, for my custom tactics, my defensive style is going to be on balance. My depth defense is going to be at 7. Usually I run this on 9, fully maxed out, but against top level players, I've noticed I've been getting caught out way too much. So I dropped it down by 2, put it at 7, and it's been working very well, boys. My width up defense, I have it at 1. Usually, like I said, I run this on 3, but I've been testing it at 1 with the 4-4-2. Amazing. That's why I leave it at 1. For my attacking style, boys, I have this on fast attack. If you guys want to run more of a defensive 4-4-2, you can put possession or long pass. But for me, I want to score goals, boys. So that is why I have it on fast attack. Players in the box, I have at 4. You only need your wingers and your strikers up front. You don't want your center mids going in the box, you know, because if that happens, if you get hit on a counter, you're going to be cooked. So only 4. My width of attack is at 1, boys. This is personal preference, in my opinion, because there's lots of players that actually like going down to the sideline, going down, you know, almost to the touchline, and just playing right there. For me, I like my wingers cutting in, making runs inside towards the box. So everybody plays differently, but for me, I have this at 1, and I love my wingers cutting inside and making those runs into the box. So let's move on now to my duties, boys. Okay, boys, for the duties, my goalkeeper is going to be on active and aggressive behavior. My 2 center backs are going to be on default. My left back is going to be fully on default besides the attacking support, boys. The attacking support is going to be on don't cross the halfway line. Same thing for my right back. Everything on default besides the attacking support. Don't cross the halfway line. For my first center midfielder, my left center mid, we're going to have him on don't cross the halfway line, hold your position. So essentially, Pedri plays as a CDM, boys. He doesn't go up as much, but this is where the depth of defense comes into play, boys. As you guys know, I run a high line, and with that high line, it doesn't make that much space between my back line and my midfield. So Pedri and Marquinhos, they are not that separate, you know, when I go forward, because my back line is so pushed up the pitch where if I get counterattacked, my midfield has time to recover because my back line is so high up. Let me make it a little more easier to understand. Let's say I ran a depth of defense of 3. Pedri and Lampard are going to be so far away from Marquinhos and Saliba because my depth of defense is going to be so low that Marquinhos and Saliba on our counterattack, they're going to be all the way back already. So that there's going to be such a big gap right there between these 4 players right here. So that is why, like I said, I love running a high line, because if I get countered, there is still time to recover, and Pedri and Lampard and Rafinha and Esteval can have time to come back. But let's move on to my other center midfielder. My other center midfielder, I have him on don't cross that line and make yourself available. So Lampard has a little bit more freedom. I want him on the edge of the box because he has that long ranger. And as we all know, that long ranger is so deadly. So if Lampard gets a shot, boys, outside of the box, on the edge of the box, it's going to be a guaranteed goal almost every time. Now we're going to move on to my left mid position, boys. So for my left mid position, I have him on attacking runs close to the middle and everything else on default. Same thing for my right mid, Esteval. Attacking runs close to the middle and everything else on default. The reason I have my wingers on balance for the defensive support is because if I have them on stay up front, it's going to play as a 4-2-4, and I do not want that. And if I put them on drop back, they're not going to go up as much. So balance is perfect, because when you go on a counter, they are going to go up. But then if you get countered, they're not going to drop back as fast as obviously my left back and right back, but they will drop back eventually, boys, and help out in the defense. And it helps a lot. Trust me, it helps a ton, boys. And then for my two strikers, pretty simple, boys. Attacking runs and stay up front for both of them. And those are my 4-4-2 custom tactics, boys. So yeah, boys, if you guys manage to use the 4-4-2 formation with my custom tactics, let me know how it goes in the comments. And I'm gonna say this one more time: if you guys are new to this game, I recommend this formation so much, because it is just such a good balanced formation, boys. Trust me, it's just the perfect formation for new players. And the more you learn the game, better you're gonna be with this formation. And I'm telling you, boys, right now, this 4-4-2 formation right now currently is easily top 3 formations in the game. There's so many content creators, so many top level players running this formation. Is just ridiculous. I knew this formation was really good, but I didn't think it was going to be this good, with this new patch. It's just ridiculous, boys. So if you guys have not tried the 4-4-2, I highly recommend it. Players that are skilled at this game and play this formation, man, it's going to be a headache to try to, beat these guys. But yeah, boys, that is going to be the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And like I said, if you guys do use my 4-4-2 custom tactics, let me know how it goes in the comments. And yeah, boys, that's going to be the video. I hope you guys have a good one. Peace out.